Hey people, entered here, 3v3, Hades Waste, and we got a full-blown Tyranid infestation. Noisy with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist can infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support alongside. Mostafa's Hive Tyrant, a durable hero walking through objects can be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee with a basic synapse. So I shall call you Suarez. Rounding off the team here, crysis as a Ravener Alpha. A tunneling hero, great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support, begins with a ranged weapon. On the red team then, trying to stand against this, is Grushin as a Chaos Sorcerer. Offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Got some Alpha Legion here. And double Commissars alongside. Princess Mu Deng, also known as Boogeyman, I believe. And Dark Riku. Where's he gone to? There he is. These guys fight in melee with strong offense and support. Have a shield and can shoot their own fellas in the head. Looks like they are both bearing over to the east, maybe, to 2v1 against the Ravener Alpha. And Mostafa's come to the west side to 2v1 against Grushin. Can he get a good Doom Bolts off? Lictor Alpha straight in there, already killing a heretic. And kills another one. And double Termagants coming in. All three Tyranid players with double Termagants. There's Mostafa. Heretics taking a whole bunch of ranged fire. CSM able to get rid of the Lictor Alpha there. Now the Sorcerer needs to back off. Doom Bolt has already been used, I guess. I missed it. Because he's missing energy over there. So there's a full retreat from Grushin. Going to lose his power. But what about on the east side? Both of the Commissars have a Sentinel, but no further Guardsmen coming in. Suggesting we're going to see Catechins from both, I would think. More CSM from Grushin. There's no ground pound up. Yeah, no, all their power is going to go into the Catechins early on. Here's Mostafa, though, with a flank. Need to be a bit careful here. The Commissars. Here's the first Catechin Devil squad coming in for Dark Riku. Suarez, the Hive Tyrant, getting stuck in. We have 6 very experienced players here, especially Noisy and Dark Riku, who are from the pre-heresy retail days. I'm not sure if these other players played in retail, but if not, they've been around for a hell of a long time in Elite mod, that's for sure. Both the Commissars run. Mostafa with a nice assist. Can now push on to the VP maybe on that side. Yeah, this power got bashed and decap, and they decap the wreck point. Grushin now with double CSM, double Heretics, though it can be pretty potent early on, I think. Especially with those Doom Bolts flying in, maybe. Meanwhile, back towards the east side. Rotating towards the central power, as we saw in the north, with the Sentinels harassing here. Now we see in the south, with a whole mob of Termagants, all of them with Toxin Sacks, boosting damage and health, and giving the crippling poison. Catechins couldn't get close there. There are more Catechins in play from Boogeyman, Princess Mu Deng. Very versatile infantry squad that can fight in melee, disrupt, and also get executed by the Commissar, doubling their damage. That was a big grenade launcher barrage then. Still no ground pound for these fellas. Warrior Brood is up. This is Crysis Warrior Brood. Start off as a power melee squad that can leap into you like that, passively knocking you back. Pretty damn useful. Also provide a basic synapse, but they're getting shot up quite badly here. More disruption on those Termagants. Very brave Lord Commissar Dark Riku up against that Hive Tyrant. He's got Aura of Discipline. And also Carapace Armor up, which makes the Inspire Courage better for him, personally. Triple cap here for the Tyranids. Spore Mines up for Noisy. Oh, Catalyst was up on those Hormagaunts there. They're trying to munch on some Guardsman knees. What's going on the west side then? Spore Mines are exploding. We have fully upgraded Termagants and Hormagaunts. Not the same for the others though. They've only upgraded the Termagants. Although, triple Termagants up for Mostafa. This is to try and shoot down these Sentinels, which can be a big pain in the arse. Big tier 1 single entities that can be repaired in the field. There's that Aura of Discipline heal. Helping out those Catechins, that's for sure. These guys are a bit too far away to benefit. No war gear for the Princess yet. 483 to 299. Double cap coming in for the Tyranids. Looks like it's going to stay that way as well. They can't retake it yet. 2 of the warrior broods died. That must have been a decent chunk of XP. Now they're going to try and take down this tunnel entrance. Well, entrance / exit. Down it goes. Where's the other end of it? Oh, over here. We'll probably see another one more central, maybe near this power. There's one back at the HQ, of course. Red team getting their natural VP back. There's the 2-to-1 cap. More catechins for Dark Riku. The princess already has double catechins. Maybe a Barb Strangler then. Noisy's got a Ravener brood. Don't see any Barb Strangler coming up for these fellas. 483 to 252. A hell of a lot of infantry, that's for sure. They can manage these double catechins well. It'll be quite difficult for the Tyranids to approach. That was a bioplasma shot which missed, I think. And improved synapses in, of course. Buffing up all nearby non-synapse Tyranid fellas. Stomp from Dark Riku's Sentinel. Still not on the Princess's Sentinel, though. Lots of disruption. Not sure why Mostafa's backing off here with Suarez. Get on that Commissar. Down he goes. That was Princess Mudeng. Dark Riku, meanwhile, trying to clean up in the back lines, and does so. Didn't get the VP decapped again. Ravener Alpha being a bit tricksy. What's he up to? He's got no war gear. Maybe he was looking for a place over there to put a tunnel up. The Guardsmen should do well here. Bioplasma's a decent shot, though. Okay, they're able to force them off. Should try to steal this power. And very quickly try to get on the VP and the wreck point and decap him here. Ravener Alpha's not backing off yet, though. On the west side, it's turning blue for the Tyranids. And the Lictor's in the back line just waiting. The Aspiring Champion Heretics can spot him, but they weren't in range. Now they are. Ravener Brood getting taken out. No Eternal War for the CSM. But double Aspiring Champions for the Heretics. Flesh Hook. Oh, with some Domino knockback. That was awesome. Lictor Alpha with Adrenal Glands. Doing insanely well against those Heretics, actually. I thought they'd be more of a threat to him. He's almost level 3, I guess. CSM in retreat path, trying to melee. Couldn't quite get it done. And one of the Heretics just got consumed, but they could get the VP. These Heretics are power bashing. Back towards the east side. Contested wreck point turning red. But backing off here is Dark Riku. Doesn't want to stay too far up and overextend. Power Sword in play. These guys are able to take down the node. You do get 15 red for that as well. 460 to 231. 1-to-1 cap. Now a single for the red team. Can they start to turn the corner here in tier 2? Well, Dark Riku's not actually gone tier 2 yet. It's not floating though. Back towards the west side. Again, I missed the Doom Bolts, but it seemed to mess these guys up pretty well. Stormtroopers now for Mudeng. Dark Riku did drop his Sentinel, but goes tier 2. Big mob of Tyranids on the east side now. It's a lot of firepower. With ranged Synapse as well. Huge amounts of firepower. If they're going to focus targets, they're going to drop very quickly, as we saw those Catechins there. Are they going to wipe? They've made it out. I think the Commissar is trying to take down that capillary tower. Down it goes. Mostafa just hanging out in the back, providing the base the improved Synapse, but not getting involved in melee. Maybe he's wary of 4 Catechin Devils surrounding him, which might mean it's pretty good for rending Talons. Level 1 Hive Tyrant backs off there. Suarez lives to fight another day. Ripper Swarm also backing off. Yeah, we've seen a very patient Hive Tyrant so far. There's Chains of Torment. Ravener Brood having to retreat. Chains of Torment is from the Robes of Torment here. Noisy should get this VP back, I think. Good special. Can the heretics be dealt with swiftly? They are. Sorcerer also retreats. But here comes some CSM with the Mark of Tzeentch. Both the Mark of Tzeentch for Daniel Grushin. Powerful anti-infantry mark. And that's a really effective power bash. Gonna get a decap as well. And a Xenos Power Claws in for Princess Mudeng. More Aura of Discipline and more Carapace armor. 389 to 231. Commissars have done well so far, but they need to continue. This guy just retreats here, was isolated. Zone Thropers on the field for Crysis. 381 to 231, single cap for the red team. Ripper Swarm being annoying. Mostafa backs them up with a whole mob of stuff. Crysis comes over with the Zone Thrope as well. Can maybe target the CSM with it, because that psychic damage will do well against the heavy infantry armor. Tyranids are taking red team's natural. Might see a triple here if Mostafa can stay the course. Not going to be easy though. Stormtroopers with that frag grenade because they have the assault kit. Doesn't look like they were trying to get close enough to use it though. And a Rod of Warp Fire up for the Sorcerer. Should be super effective here. There's the Doom Bolts. And there's the Chains of Torment. An absolute menace so far, that Sorcerer. 374 to 201 is very good in the big team fights, isn't he? Level 3 Lord Commissar for Princess Mudeng. We've lost the indicator for there. Riku, where's Riku? There he is. Heals people with this sheer aura, the Lord Commissar apparently. Just makes them feel better. Zone Thrope got into the tunnel, so did the Raven Alpha there. Just a little visual glitch where they are seem to be standing still. They're actually inside the tunnel. Offense from Daniel Grushin. Double Mark of Tzeentch CSM with their aspiring champions and his demonic plasma guns. Doing some very good work. Pushes on to the power maybe. I was decapped already. Map looking very red all of a sudden actually. They're doing a fantastic job hitting back. Tyranids slowing down significantly in tier 2. Here comes Suarez, the Hive Tyrant. He's got to run into 3 Catachans, now 2 Catachans. Bioplasma. Was a decent shot, it made those guys retreat. The other fellas also retreated. Those double Zone Thropes are in a tunnel somewhere, I imagine. Triple cap for the red team. Can they stay on this VP though? I don't think they can. There's an Infestation Capillary Tower. Boosting defensive stats and speed slightly, I believe. Now these Swarm and Gaunts are out of range of it. Could see a cheeky grenade here. There it is. Nicely dodged, was it? Oh, they took some hits from the missile launcher, though. Still the triple cap. Can they hit back onto the west side? Looks like a big retreat from Daniel Grushin. Did he rotate mid, maybe? It has been bashed. Some dead termagants there as well. What is that? Oh, pheromone. Chucking up the pheromone cloud to reinforce these guys if they need it. Also adrenal glands and scything talons for the Lictor Alpha. No deadly jump, which would be very useful jumping into these double Mark of Tzeentch fellas. Is it worth the purchase at this stage though? Noisy may be looking to get something specific onto the field now. Maybe Zone Thrope. Would you get a Tyrant Guard against this? It's a lot of damage against the Tyrant Guard, but the Tyrant Guard itself could charge in, tie one of them up. Lictor Alpha could tie the other one up. Tier 3 though for Daniel Grushin. 272 to 169. There's some Tzeentchian Worship and a Doom Bolts. Some really good hits again. Don't think I've seen the Warp Fire used. Look at that big blob of stuff there. To Warp Fire, that would be amazing. I mean, I assume you don't need line of sight to use the Warp Fire. There's the... Look at that chain. Into a Dark Flames. You can't blob up this much against the Sorcerer, surely. Still no Warp Fire that I've seen, though. I guess he doesn't have the energy to use it after doing all that. Needs more levels, this fella. To power all those abilities. That was very effective, though. Ravener Brood Burrow striking in. Heretics come for a fight. There's the Pheromone Cloud, though, which also debuffs enemies in the area. It's pretty amazing, actually. debuff and reinforcement in there. 272 to 138. Hormagaunts versus Heretics. Pretty classic matchup. Those guys have adrenal glands though, and they are tearing them up. Lictor Alpha gets the finish, takes out the aspiring champion. They got absolutely wrecked there. Meanwhile though, red team have pushed through the mid. Keeping pressure up on this power is being noted though. How are these Commissars doing in levels? Almost level 4 for Riku, and kind of halfway through level 4 for Boogeyman. Princess Deng. Many tier 3s coming in. Mostafa's coming in last to go. Getting the Venom Brood up and the Zone Throat. Suarez, the Hive Tyrant, almost level 3. Bioplasma time. Hit something. If it was a little bit longer, would have been a really good hit. There's that Infestation Capillary Tower again. Can they approach this? With all those catechins, it's difficult, isn't it? Mostafa gets the revive. And levels him to 4, I imagine. Oh, to 3, right. More catechins here. Oh, they could have come in from another angle. And the 2 Commissars leading the line with the shields up. What a sight. Tyranids pushed back. Synapse backlash is going on. Have they got plasma up on the guardsman? No plasma yet. Riku has no guardsman. 251 to 122 on the VPs. Tyranids have pushed through the mid though. Look at this. Power bashing here. From Noisy and his Ravener Brood, I should say. They're going to get this VP. Going to be a 2-1 for red, I think. Any chance they can also get this side? Lictor Alpha's here to say hello. That was the Scythe. Knockback and suppression. Pheromones to debuff, and without number called in gives you upgraded Termagants and Hormagaunts. But the Chains of Torment says hello. Need to try and shoot the central mass, but only the Termagants here can shoot. There we go. Hormagaunts getting messed up, but they are reinforcing. Also getting debuffed big time. What is debuffing them there? Oh, Terminators are in play. Where are they? Right there. Completely blind. These guys debuff on kill with that demoralization effect. Increasing damage a unit takes and decreasing the damage they deal. It's a pretty good debuff. It is quite small though. You need to rack it up and stack it up. Crysis with a Carnifex on the way. Nothing in tier 3 yet from the Imperial Guard players. Are they yeah, probably saving up for big old tanks, big super heavy tanks, which will be fun. West side turns red. There's the double. Gonna be a 2-1. Suarez is on the VP here. It's Havocs for Daniel Grushin now. Expecting Carnifex and stuff maybe, but Noisy not getting him anytime soon. Could throw a Tyrant formation in though. Grenade is dodged nicely. Can they get the decap here? Are those double zone throats both Mostafas? Oh, they are. He's got another one on his roster somewhere. Try this Crysis is here. That's what delayed his tier 2 so much. Well, delayed his tier 3, I mean. Delayed him in tier 2. What is this? It's a big old ruckus on the west side. Terminator's getting surrounded. Able to make it out. Heretics chasing a double Hormagaunts. Ravener Brood in there as well. Termagants doing what they can, but look at all of the demoralization debuffs. And now some Havocs with the heavy bolter. To rip and tear and suppress. 173 to 109. The Ravener's going to make it out. Looks like they are. Back to the east side now. There's your Carnifex. He's gone Strangle Thorn Cannon. Good damage to all targets. Will also suppress infantry. Shoots quite slowly though. It is something you can kind of dodge. But look what happens when it lands. It's very, very painful. Alongside Mines and Tyrant formation. Was it timed perfectly? One of the Catechins died there. These fellas barely making it out. Really nicely done by Oh, was that Noisy's trying to formation all the way from the other side? I think it was. He was paying attention over here. This guy's getting suppressed by the Stranglethorn Cannon. And he's getting a focused Warp Blast from the Zone Thrope. And runs away. Dark Riku's Commissar's down. Oh, gets revived though. Friendly Neighborhood Chaos Sorcerer comes around. This is right near the natural power. Level 5 now has 140 energy to power his abilities. Expected to see the Curse of Tzeentch. Maybe he thinks that's too much stuff to cast. There's the Chains of Torment. There's the Dark Flames. It might be that he's throwing the Warp Fire in there, but I just can't see it because things aren't being knocked over by it since they're chained up. Level 6 now, Daniel Grushin. Noisy's army really plays into that, doesn't it? It's kind of playing into the Chains of Torment here. There's another Carnifex when he got that without numbering. Also a Stranglethorn Cannon here for Mostafa. And the Baneblade on the field for Dark Riku. Taking shots at the Carnifex. With Las Cannons, a Mega Battle Cannon, and a bunch of Twin-Linked Heavy Bolters too. Dropping in here is a Bunker. Can upgrade it to repair vehicles or heal infantry. And reinforce them. Princess Deng with another Baneblade trying to formation. To try and keep that Baneblade exactly where it is. And he'll dodge most of that damage. But these Spires also provide buffs to surrounding Tyranids. Warrior Brood having a go. Look at the damage they're doing. With those heavy melee claws. These towers might give pretty good buffs. Lord Commissar now goes for the decap. Here comes some Lightning Claw Terminators. Daniel Grushin, those power melee claws, super effective against infantry. Not so much against the vehicle armored Carnifex, but they'll tie it up at least and threaten it for sure. They're chasing it off, as you can see. And Melter Catachin is doing a bit of work. The Sarge gets a Melter Gun. 158 to 34. VP's getting low for the red team. Going to get their power hit as well. Since Grushin abandoned that side to assist on the east. Can the Baneblades do the work here? Mostafa trying to get the natural back for the Tyranids. Going to eat a lot of shots doing it. And now Lightning Claws are there. Oh, throws up invulnerability though from the bonded exoskeleton. And is going to get the cap. Can he get away afterwards? No. But does get the cap. 2-1 for blue. Sorcerer's on a decap now. Baneblade's pushing all the way up. They have to. They have to assist this decap. Good work against that Carnifex. Carnifex needs to keep moving. It stopped for a second and they might have... Yeah, they might have gotten it killed when it stopped there. Neurothrope on the way for Noisy. Very effective against Grushin's army, which is all infantry. Lehman Russ now for Dark Riku. Level 4 Hive Tyrant for Mostafa. Terminator's taking a bunch of damage. Teleported away. Looks like they want to stay on the VP here and box in the Tyranids. Just triple the VP. Both the naturals are here, so you can win by just holding them both at the end of the game here. Can they do it though? 158 to 16. Mostafa down to a single unit of Zone Throw. Gets another one up, does he? Oh, it just reappeared. Maybe he got subjugated. Yeah, we do see Tome of Subjugation here. Final formation. Hit some stuff here and there. Not sure exactly what happened to Mostafa that was so bad. I guess was he back here? Now this looks like Noises. This looks like Crysis' units. Looks like a rocket run came through there. On the west side, it's very blue. Neurothrope is up, very good at dealing with groups of enemy infantry. Terminator's going after it though. He does not want to mess with these guys in melee. There's Crippling Poison, staying relevant and useful throughout the game. Is that 4 squads of Termagants? They can chain together the Crippling Poison here. Maybe. Are all the others on cooldown? Neurothrope needs to run. Here come a bunch of Hormagaunts. And there's the pheromone cloud. Having to... Oh, they got warped out, I think. Yeah. Warped back to the Sorcerer's location. Very far away. 125 to 16. Now a 2-1 for red. Venom Cannon Carnifex is up. Is that Electroshock Grobs going in? No, there's I think those are the Stranglethorn Cannon shots that I saw. Got some Kashyyyk in here now. No weapon upgrade yet. Just using those hotshot las guns. Blue team did get their VP, but it's instantly getting decapped by the Lord Commissar. And a lot more Venom Cannons, I think, to threaten this. All supported by a repair bunker as well. Meanwhile, Noisy's still fighting this side with huge amounts of Termagants and Hormagaunts mainly. There's Paroxysm doing percentage-based damage to those Terminators, which is really bad news for these guys. They have high health pools. Can he get another shot? Uses Spirit Leech as well. Needs to run though. Noisy left in there a bit too long. Down goes the Neurothrope. Look how red the map looks now. Lictor Alpha got a sneaky decap here. Down to 6 VPs. I think red team are on course to scrape through here actually. Level 6 Lord Commissar for the Princess with the Emperor's Wrath. Level 6 also for Dark Riku with that Aura of Discipline. Are they out of ideas? Here comes a Chaos Shrine that's going to shoot out Doom Bolts. Terminators could do with some healing, but I don't think he wants to leave the VP. Maybe they could get close to the Aura of Discipline. Get some healing. But that's the other side of the map. Some mines dropped in. Big assault from the Tyranids. Triple cap now for the red team. Bane Blades haven't really taken that much damage actually from what I've seen. Constantly getting repairs of course. Genes to the Brood is in with the Rending Claws. Been knocked all over the place. Double cap for red. Noisy's having a go on the Western VP now. Double cap is in. Red team have done it. Coming through very strong in tier 3. Yeah, blue team took a while to get the tier 3s going. And I think Noisy using Without Number was actually a mistake in the end, because it meant he couldn't get big stompy creatures going a bit sooner. Neurothrope was a great choice, but went down. Had a level 6 Lictor Alpha in there trying to cap somewhere. Suarez, the Hive Tyrant, was in here somewhere, level 4. The Ravener Alpha. I went Crippling Talon at the end, with Reinforced Chitin level 4. The Sorcerer, who was stupendously good in the big fights. Was that a nuke coming in there? Maybe. Was level 9. Had a lot to do against all these Tyranids, with his Chains of Torment and stuff. Another reason why the Without Number maybe wasn't so great. Level 7 Lord Commissar for the Princess. And Dark Riku, level 6. Awesome stuff. There you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see ya next time.